You've been writing checks your mouth can't cash. You've been talking and walking a lot of shit back. You've been looking to validate all of your mistakes. But this is one step beyond what I can take. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's all the same to me. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's not hard to see. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's all the same to me. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's not hard to see.
Hello and welcome to OMG.
I'm Blaze Phillips, and with me, tongue-tied and tired, is
Ziggy Vans. Sorry about that, Blaze. I don't know what happened to me. Probably after effects of dick torture. Anyway, here we go. We're back with OMGW, and we have the North American division, the North American title on the line. Nick Legacy is going to go one-on-one with Tony Sinclair out of nowhere.
Yep, out of nowhere. Could not be said any better there, Ziggy.
Yes, we found out that Julie DiBiase was the one who was behind it, a former committee member. But to start this one, the name of the game to start this thing is Champion of Champions. We're doing something a little bit different this year. Of the dual team, only one competitor will compete, and it will be a triple threat. Same rules apply, though. If the dual team man loses, the belts are vacated, yada, yada, yada. However, we asked how they wanted to decide, how the Killer Club wanted to decide, and you know what they said? They want to settle it in the ring. So it's going to be OGK versus Marauder. Both champions are going to go one-on-one to decide who gains entry to
the Champion of Champions match. That is right, Ziggy.
Which is
Killer
crazy.
Versus Killer tonight.
I mean, that's how these guys operate. It's all about violence with them. Everything is settled with violence. Everything comes from violence and goes to violence.
It's almost sadistic the way OGK throws up a peace sign in the ring.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It really is. And it definitely doesn't have anything to do with that's the best possible entrance that somebody could find for them. And what's interesting about these two guys, since OGK's return, undefeated in singles competition, Marauder has lost maybe twice in his entire career here. So these are two high-level competitors going one-on-one. And they've never met in the ring. Marauder's OMGW division, while OGK is North American division.
That is right, and as we talked, these are two killers. These guys know each other well.
Yeah.
At this point, they've been working together for quite some time.
Yeah.
Even in the shadows before anyone knew.
Yeah, they are a real scary trio, which has actually become a 5-person team with Amy and Muerte being added.
That is right. The darkness still glooms over OMGW.
Yes, the Killers Club still fully in control. We've also heard that Hard Rock has kind of gone AWOL since his match last week. But congratulations to Doc Holliday, new champion. And we have a lockup immediately. Marauder. Killers are killers, I guess. He goes right to work on the injured arm. I guess no quarter given even to friends with the Killers Club.
Oh, I don't think any of these men are friends, to be honest, Ziggy.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point. These guys would be really good at Ukrainian torture, I think.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, you're right. We don't mention that. Alright. Marauder is working on OGK, but OGK with a huge clothesline to the outside.
And OGK immediately follows, stalking Marauder. Marauder with the reversal.
Their in-ring styles are very different. OGK tends to go with a more sadistic ground and pound targeted attack. He likes to finish matches with that breakpoint Kimura submission. Whereas Marauder will do any strike in the book. He's got very scary knees. And he likes to end matches with that bargain vasectomy.
That is right.
And no one likes that move.
They need to listen to the count here tonight. Both men heading back into the ring. OGK with a
rib breaker. You had it. I don't want to finish it because it sounded like you didn't have it, but you did have it. Yeah. The side breaker would have worked. I mean, commentary is 2 parts improv, I think.
At least here.
Yeah, at least here. OGK working on the leg right now. This is how he likes to sadistically work over manipulatory appendages. That's how he likes to work.
Yeah, he'll go for fingers, arms, joints, anything he can get.
Oh, Marauder with a quick arm drag reversal. Nice forearm shot. Ooh!
OGK throwing that elbow to get back in control.
Ooh, onto the arm. That all helps set up that break point.
He's calling for Marauder to stand up.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what is in his mind right now.
Dumping him onto that top rope, hanging him up.
OGK is in full control right now. And honestly, I don't think I've ever seen Marauder dominated like this.
No, OGK just full mount, throwing the blows. Marauder with the chin breaker.
Couple of big right hands. Now Marauder's getting some life. Oh, there's the big knee. He loves those knees. Choke in the corner. When that Scorpion strikes, he strikes with poison. Not enough.
Too soon.
Yeah. Too soon. Too soon.
Now Marauder in control with his methodical approach.
Side headlock. He likes to work that head. You're going to see a lot of shots to the head. Slowing the match down. Trying to make it a little bit more his pace. Give himself a little breathing room, I think. Oh!
Huge knee to the face.
Damn!
Putting OGK straight back down to the mat. OGK climbing up the ropes. Ooh, Marauder doing a dirty trick. He takes that.
Marauder does. Marauder does. OGK reverses with the elbow. Oh! OGK to the outside now. Marauder's going to follow.
There goes the referee attaching that turnbuckle.
Oh, I didn't even know they could do that. Just put it back together there. Our refs need to teach WWE refs how to do that. European uppercut. OGK getting the better there. Couple of right hands. OGK's back in the driver's seat. Whoa! Into the emerald feud. Oh, onto the knee. Innovative shot to the head. Should have known it was going to end up in the head. OGK, another rib breaker. Marauder's leg just up in the air. Kick to the gut. X-Plex.
And OGK straight into the pin.
Whoa! Gets one over Marauder. No breakpoint, no nothing.
Wow.
That's a big win. It's a big win.
And a bad showing, or bad look for Marauder.
Yeah. I mean, he had some shots in there, but it seemed like OGK just kind of stole that there.
Yeah, for a man of his caliber to be put away with, one finisher.
Yeah, not even really a finisher. Well, there you have it. OGK has qualified for the Champion of Champions match, but I am receiving word, Blaze, that we have somewhat of a situation in the back with Filthy Phil. He showed up to the arena, and yeah, he's having words with Jeff right now. We're going to go back to Jeffrey Chimes, find out what's going on.
I'm sure this will be interesting to see, Ziggy.
Filthy, you have asked for this time to make an announcement. It's not about Doc hitting you first, is it?
He did hit first.
I don't know. I think that...
Shut your cum trap. OMGW, the committee, the wrestlers, the refs, anybody listening, I am sick and tired of getting screwed. Julie comes out and admits on camera she bent the rules to get that little anchor boy into the match at the last second, and no one does anything about it. Well, as Doc like to say, let's see this shit clearly. This ain't gonna fly with me. Tonight, I'm gonna walk in that ring, I'm gonna stand in center, and I'm gonna whoop anybody's ass who gets between those ropes until I'm told that I've been added to the match.
Filthy, I can't believe I've just been handed a note. It's apparently from the committee itself. Let me read it here. They have asked me to tell you that won't be necessary. You are officially added to the match tonight to make things right. It is now a triple threat for the North American title between you, Tony Sinclair, and Nick Legacy.
Bunch of wimps. Damn straight.
We're back. So Filthy Phil, the dirty one, has been added to the match. It's going to be a triple threat for the North American title. Nick Legacy will defend against not just Tony Sinclair, but Filthy Phil as well.
That is right, and that dirty, the crazy son of a bitch that he is, it really seems like he was disappointed that he didn't get to go stand in that ring and take on anyone who came in.
I almost feel like he would have rather gone down to the ring and beat everybody up who tried to enter the ring. But right now we have our second match of the night. This is another newcomer here, Sergey Zaitsev, the man who sees the future. He is taking on one half of the Brothers Bruce, Paul Bruce, tonight. One-on-one, both North American contenders. Just a nice ranking match.
And Sergey had a very impressive showing in his opening match. And let's be honest, the Bruce Brothers have not had a very impressive run as of late.
They have not. I gotta say, though, given our situation, I have a general distrust of Sergey right now, just because he is Russian.
Yeah, it's very close to the Ukraine, and it could cause some problems.
Yeah, it's very hard to look at that man right now. I'm not gonna lie.
But, you know, it is going to be hard for the Brothers Bruce to be coming off that huge upset where they lost to Logan and SGB.
Yes, the Method that they're calling themselves now. No longer the VIP, the Method. The power of friendship pulled them through.
It prevails all.
I gotta say, those two are, I don't know,
They're fun.
Yeah, I really didn't like Logan in the beginning, but now I kind of root for those guys. And now the Brothers Bruce are making their way to the ring. How about that triple threat tonight, though? Huge addition.
Never would have saw that coming. Filthy Phil gets to be in the match that he was kind of cheated out of last time.
You know, I don't know about the he hit first situation with Doc, but
it's absurd.
I don't want to say absurd. There is photographic evidence of it. However, I think it was more of a mistake, an accident, a misunderstanding. Nonetheless, I don't want to get in a debate with you about it. But I gotta say, he was definitely screwed. Like, Tony Sinclair had no business in that match whatsoever, and it calls the committee, our body that is the most honorable, into question.
It does indeed. However, I do want to point out there were 3 mudhole stomps in that match, Ziggy, done to Doc Holliday.
They're mud stomp drops. Blaze. You have said mudhole stomps every time, and that is a Stone Cold Steve Austin move. We gotta stop saying that. All right, mud stomp drops. I didn't want to correct you on air, but you gotta stop saying mudhole stomps. Yeah, because he would do it in the corner and then he'd walk it dry. Remember?
Yes, I do.
Your face doesn't convey that you remember.
It must just be. He was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up as a child.
It's even more confusing that you don't remember this move.
It's just burned into my brain.
Sergey is on the offensive right now.
Much like the torture that I'm reminded of with Sergey in the ring.
They seem to be trading belly-to-belly suplexes. I think I'm going to call Sergey Sam, just so that I can get over it.
Sergey really going for the legs with those inside leg kicks.
Sergey has a very innovative kind of offensive style. He's kind of all over the place. He's hard to pin down to one thing. Paul is in the driver's seat now. Paul could definitely use a win here. Whoa! Indian Deathlock! Beautifully applied.
Sergey's going to have a tough time fighting out of... Paul kind of just lets him roll out.
I think Sergey was a little too close to the ropes for him. Sergey switches into a swinging neck breaker. Been a little back and forth so far. Go back and forth.
Now Sergey's slowing down the pace of Bruce's offense right now.
I think he needed that a little bit. And that's Paul. Oh, Paul Bruce. No, you're right.
Last names count.
They definitely count. They definitely count. All right. Sergey finishes with the chin lock. Then he's going to go to work on the leg with a quick snap to the knee to hyperextend it. He's going to pick Paul back up. Quick kick into the DDT. Then he's going to go right into a quick pin.
He's very good. New to the division, obviously, but you can tell he's very good at stringing those attacks together.
Like comboing, he's very good at. Yeah, he's very strong style, I think, in a lot of ways. A lot of stomps to that hand. Now he's going to go back to the leg, but Paul's going to kick his way out of it. Huge clothesline puts Sergey outside. I don't know why I said that funny. Oh no!
Paul going to the top rope.
This has not worked out for anybody in the last 2 weeks. Paul hits it on the button.
Double axe handle straight to the top of Sergey's head. I believe he's shorter now.
Yeah, by like an inch. Then snake eyes him on the hardest part of the ring, the apron. Paul's going to walk him, but where does he go? Into the barricade.
Paul using everything hard on the outside of that ring to his advantage.
Whoa!
Tip up from Sergey on the outside after that brutal beating.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And then he takes a couple more shots, though, from Paul. Paul has not let up. And they're just brawling back and forth now. Got to be aware of that count. Whoa! Big shot from Sergey. Gets him back into the ring. He's going to go in after him. Little taunt. Try and get himself motivated here. Into the corner with the Irish whip. Sergey's setting something up. Into the other corner. Ref gets nailed. He is just down. Slight wind catches the ref and he goes down. Sergey with some quick kicks to the gut.
It's hard to say who's control of this match here tonight, Ziggy.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Back to the stomps on the hand. The brutal finger stomps.
Sergey just running that forearm across the face of Bruce.
Yeah, he's getting real dirty with it. Ow! Shot to the face. Holds his shin over the neck. Oh!
Paul with the backstabber.
Out of nowhere. Then Paul's going to slow it down. That's smart. Smart move right there. Sergey was on the offense.
You know, you can see the worry that must have been in Paul. Like, backstabber's not a usual move that we see from him.
No, and he pulled that out of nowhere. That showed some real versatility. Excuse me. Paul gets it into a big vertical suplex on Sergey. He's going to think about it a little bit.
And just break it. Using his own move against him, busting open Sergey.
Sergey is definitely in trouble right now.
Ooh, but Sergey turning the tide with an overhand clothesline.
Gives him some space. Can he work in it? Don't know what happened. We lost the feed. Okay, we're back. I don't know what that was. Lost that feed for a second.
Skullbuster from Sergey. Go into the pin.
It's a really good name for that move. Really good name. It's got a crazy Japanese name. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's like Mishukashu Kuhishi or something like that. I like the skull breaker.
Vertical skull breaker to me.
Yeah. Works. It works. I'm down. Uh-oh! He's going for the oi!
And the trifecta.
Oi! Hits all three. That could be it. It isn't.
Paul Bruce gets a much-needed win for him and, his brother as well.
Logan, yeah. Get them back to winning ways. Sergey's still trying to find himself, I think. Find his style a little bit. Not a bad showing, but...
No. Good match from both opponents here. Is there ever a bad match here at OMGW?
No. There's no such thing as a bad match. But we're going to go backstage. We're going to hear from Julie Saint-Diviace and Tony Sinclair, and then we're going to hear from the champion. You know it's always fun when that man speaks. Nick Legacy.
Tony, tonight you have a chance at the North American title that many think is undeserving, and you still have not given any answers as to your attack on Tito last year and why.
Let me take the first part. Tony Sinclair deserves the chance, regardless of what you or the OMGW Nation believe. Pigpen, the wrestler can complain all he wants, but my client pinned him to become the #1 contender, and the true travesty of justice is his entry into the match tonight.
I have no problem fielding the second part. It comes down to this, Jeff. I am the nicest guy in wrestling, just like they have always said about me. The problem is being the nicest guy and doing the right thing doesn't always come with a fan section, bro. Tito Esteban had lost his edge. He had become mopey, whiny, and disillusioned with the industry. So I gave him a chance to break that funk at Immortality and get back on the winning track, and he squandered it. Did I get mad? No. I don't know about that, Tony. You did kick him in the head. Exactly. I urged him to seek employment somewhere else in an aggressive fashion. Now Tito can move on to the next stage of his life, find his joy again, be the best him he can be. How is that not nice? Some people just fail to see what I did as help. But that is my sacrifice. That's the cross I bear, Jeff. And I'm just going to keep on walking with it.
Tonight, Tony Sinclair has his chance at the title again. I helped him get there. He's going to continue to be the nicest guy in wrestling by taking the responsibility of champion off Legacy's shoulders.
Nick Legacy. The last-minute decision to add Filthy Phil to your contenders list tonight, and the fact that this match has become a triple threat, will this work against you?
Again and again and again and again, Jeff. You come to me with these ridiculous questions. I am beginning to wonder if you are ever going to learn. Is it going to work against me? Sure, but does that matter? No, Jaff. Tony or Filthy or both of them together does not matter, because I am now and will continue to be the greatest champion this company has ever seen. Hell, bring out Dr. Holiday too. Parade everyone down to the damn ring. The Kaiser, OG Can't Shut Up, Roadkill McScarface, that British chick, the Tin Man, and the damn Cowardly Lion. Triple threat, fatal four-way, sinister six-man, enormous eight-way, or a too-many 12-man. Tables, ladders, chairs, first blood on a damn bear match. It all ends the same. Tonight, history will be made by the man who makes the music. So go buy a tub of popcorn, a nice big soda, sit back and witness the legend. No, the legacy.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Triple threat.
Nick Legacy ain't worried about it. He don't care if it's first blood on a bear match.
You gotta admit, that dude has confidence for days and days and days and days.
Oh, I don't think anyone was ever going to argue that.
I don't think there is anyone more confident in OMGW on any given day than Nick Legacy.
You know, he has backed it up, though. You can't even call it straight cockiness because he has the receipts.
Yeah, he has. He is the North American champion. This is his first test, though, since winning it last year. So we'll have to see if he can get it done. And a triple threat makes things more difficult, whether he cares to admit that or not. Filthy Phil is out here, and he has been added to the match, so he can't be say he's
getting his revenge.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Those are words that I would have liked to say a second ago.
And he is, as always, just dirty.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so who's your pick in this match between the three of these guys?
You know, Ziggy, it's hard to say. I am not a big fan of the nicest man in wrestling as it is, but the man I speak of seems to pull stuff out of nowhere sometimes. But, you know, Nick Legacy, this is his first, showing with the belt around his waist, and I think he has every intention of coming out with it back on his shoulder.
You know, I want to see Legacy win it personally, but at the same time, this is, like you said, the first real test of Legacy. He talks like he has been the champion the whole time.
Since the dawn of time.
But this is his first defense, so we'll have to see how he comes out of this. And remember, whoever wins this, there's the man!
Yep. Yeah, the way he talks, he came out with that of his mother with that belt.
Yes.
A little baby belt around his waist.
Yeah, like he came out with it, and that's that. So we'll have to see if he can retain it tonight.
I believe I've heard his first words were, "I am Legacy."
Yeah. That is definitely right. I am Legacy. Hear me cry. Yeah, I'm excited about this match. This is going to be good. These are you've got the power, the hard brawling power, the short guy power of Filthy Phil versus the high flying, heavy strikes of Tony Sinclair. And then you throw in Nick Legacy and his all around kind of do whatever it takes offense. I'm very excited to see who wins this.
Yeah, it is definitely a test for all three of these men. And it's about to be underway, Ziggy. A very exciting match here tonight. Let's go.
Bell is on. Whoa! Quick box of the ears. Legacy to Sinclair.
Straight to the DDT. Filthy just warming up the crowd.
He's going to give it some time. Oh! It takes them both out with a double clothesline. Tony Sinclair, however, gets less of it and manages to get a flurry of attacks on Filthy, who just shrugs him off and shoulder checks him. Ooh! Step up exiguri from Legacy, and now the champion's in control. Oh, big shot. Oh!
A flurry sending Phil to the outside.
Ooh, slide in arm drag from Tony Sinclair. That's that speed from the nicest guy in wrestling. Goes low, misses the drop kick though. Legacy manages to get out of the way and hits with the forearm.
Filthy climbing back into the ring as Legacy works on Sinclair.
Filthy's looking for his opening. I think he's got it. Shot to Legacy. Legacy's going to block, shoot him back. They're trading punches now. Legacy lays him out with a huge turning forearm.
Box in the ears. Legacy just trying to disorientate. That's a word. Disorient his opponents.
It's alright. I've been doing it all night. All night. Legacy has to roll out, get a little breather after a shot from Sinclair. Now Sinclair's going to work with that speed on Filthy. You know, as much as I hate this guy, you can't doubt his skills.
Yeah, he is having a good showing so far tonight. Filthy just off a little bit with his strikes.
Yeah, just a couple, just a little bit. Well, a triple threat throws for pacing up, you know? And pacing is everything in this. That finding that rhythm. Oh, into the corner. Tony Sinclair. Oh!
Holiday shoulder check.
That's not Doc Holliday.
Filthy Phil.
That's
shoulder checking Sinclair in the back.
They're both bald hillbillies, but they're not interchangeable. Whoa!
Impressive hang time on that vert.
Yeah, stalling butterfly forever. Days and days. Oh! Filthy getting a shot in. Going with the snake eyes.
Straight into the cover. Too soon.
Too soon.
Nick Legacy kicks out.
Into a... Wow, I haven't seen that since the 80s, man. I don't remember what it's called. It's two fists to the side of the head. I've seen the movie. Oh! On to Legacy!
Just power, straight press dumping Sinclair onto Legacy.
Filthy Phil has crazy strength. Crazy boy strength. Like, his madness allows him to do things normal men don't do. Huge shot. Sinclair's against the rope, but Legacy is up. Filthy forgets the... I was going to say forgets the multitask, but he manages to hit a big boot into the nerve hold.
Legacy with the leg sweep to put Filthy out of his rhythm. Legacy sending Sinclair to the outside, now squaring off. Only Legacy and Filthy in the ring. Legacy for the pin too soon. Filthy kicks out before the 1 count.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Going into the bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. OMGW wrestlers hate the bow and arrow stretch. We've seen that. Filthy managed to reverse into kind of a pin for a half second. Oh. Legacy gets the best of it with a forearm shot, though. He sees Sinclair getting up.
He's going to try to intercept there.
Oh, Widow's Bell DDT. Wow. And Tony's going right back out of the ring.
Legacy with the elbow drop to Filthy.
Man, I gotta say, as much as I'm loving this triple threat, I really want to see Filthy versus Legacy one-on-one one day.
It would be a great match.
Clothesline into the Bulldog. Back into that knee, into that kilt. Head into the kilt knee. I mean elbows. All three trading strikes. Look at this. We've got a brawl. Ooh! I don't know what you call that. That's like a neck breaker. Legacy's going to have to roll out. Remember, Legacy does not have to be pinned to lose that title. Sharpshooter! Sharpshooter! Sinclair loves to end matches this way. Will Filthy tap? Do we have a new champion?
Ooh, Legacy's back up. Can he get in just to break this up?
He does.
He just in time.
Now he's locked up with Tony Sinclair. He's going to shove him off. Go for the step up his degree. Misses. Goes for it again. Misses.
The speed of Sinclair, it makes it tough for opponents to hit those moves.
Calling for Legacy to get up. Legacy looks stunned. He's looking for that big shot. He hits it. Go for the pin. This could be it. Could have been the champion.
Legacy kicks out on 2 on his own merit.
That might have been it. That was almost it. Into the neck breaker. Sinclair's still on the offensive, but Legacy's going to roll out. Filthy finally got to his feet, and he is going to press Sinclair into the... press drop. There's that crazy power, man. Filthy's power, off the charts. Huge clothesline. Go for another one. Nope.
He ducks Sinclair's punch.
Back body. Spine buster. Filthy goes for the pin. Could have a new champion. Oh!
Sinclair kicks out at 2. Champion back in the ring. Standing Sinclair up. Going for that.
Big forearm shot. Filthy's showing the power. Shoving the champion down. Then an axe handle. He's just going to pin him. Ref trying to get in position. 2 count. 2 count. Close. Close. Tony's just crawling around. Filthy's got Legacy up onto his shoulder. Oh, into a big ending.
Dumps him off the back of Sinclair. Going for another pin. Filthy really wants this. He's wasting no time going for every cover he gets the chance.
Yeah. He's gotten some 2 counts. There's that modified neck breaker from Tony Sinclair. Now Filthy's got to take a break. Legacy manages to dodge the kick. Can Legacy get some space? Tony Sinclair to the outside.
Legacy follows Sinclair, decides to slide back into the ring.
What is Legacy?
Oh, now Legacy going top rope, looking at Filthy Phil, decides no.
No, he's down, he's going up. Now he's looking at Tony Sinclair. What are we thinking?
He's trying to pick his opponent right here.
Whoa!
He misses
into a super
kick.
Holy Lord! Tony just took his face off, man.
Filthy Phil back up. The crowd is right. This is awesome.
This is awesome. It doesn't get much more awesome than this. Whoa! No! Oh!
His back straight into the metal.
Yeah. What a strength play. There's no countouts. This is a triple threat. Oh!
Tony returning the favor, putting Filthy's head off that metal ring pole.
Oh! Brainbuster to the outside from the champ, Sinclair. God, these guys are killing each other.
It's a straight fight.
Wow, this has gone to another level. Into the corner turnbuckle for Sinclair.
Filthy Phil trying to get back into this.
That turnbuckle is that ring post is becoming a crime scene.
It's a weapon.
Yeah.
Filthy back into the ring as Legacy still works on Sinclair. Filthy standing Sinclair up. What's he looking for here?
What is he looking for? He's going up for that big ending, I think, again. He hits it. Filthy and Legacy standing.
Turns straight to Legacy, catching Legacy off guard.
Legacy's going to roll out now.
All the way across the ring.
Definitely picked the wrong corner.
Oh, could this be it?
No!
Sinclair kicks out at 2.
Sinclair gets the 2 count kick out. Filthy's going to pick him straight up into the gut wrench. Ooh!
Over the head gut wrench there. Now Filthy climbing.
What is he thinking? He does not go high risk often.
No, he does not.
He's up there.
Top rope.
Misses with the axe handle.
The axe handle.
Sinclair gets out of the way. Now we've got 3 of them exchanging blows again. Into the crestfallen from Legacy. Hits the crestfallen.
Filthy to Legacy now.
Into the shin breaker. If he pins Tony Sinclair, he might get the win. He doesn't. He's going for a nerve hold on Legacy. Tony using the ropes to try and get back to their feet. What a triple threat we have here. Filthy is in control. Can he get this win? Whoa! I guess that's a vertical suplex. He just hurled him.
He's making a statement tonight. You gotta say that. Filthy has had a good showing.
Sinclair gets out of the ring. Now they're playing cat and mouse. Legacy playing cat and mouse with Filthy. But he doesn't get the better of it. Filthy's got him up on his shoulders. Into the snake eyes. Champion down again.
Filthy going straight for that pin. Sinclair's back up. Oh, Legacy kicks out pretty early on his own.
Oh! Filthy was picking up Legacy and takes a mean dropkick from Sinclair. Rolls to the apron. Oh! Sinclair tries to go for a shot but misses it. Filthy's going to get back in the ring. Legacy's going to hit Sinclair.
Ooh, Filthy's calling for it.
Powerbomb into the pin. Oh! He almost got it, but he rotates him into a submission. Filthy knocks him out of that. Oh, he almost had it there. Oh, into the Northern Lights on Filthy. The champ's in control. Can he capitalize? I don't know what's happening right now. He's jogging in place. I think he's mocking him.
I think so too. He's keeping that, his fire up.
He's keeping his cardio up. He's doing a little. I don't know what Filthy's doing. I think Filthy's just too tired.
I think he's
to do what he's doing. I don't know what's happening. You think he's got to pee? Is it? It's Sinclair's still down.
Pissing on Sinclair.
It does kind of look like that. I had to cut it because it pulled out for another minute. Oh, huge shoulder block from Legacy. Hits Filthy, but Filthy rotates. Gonna put him out. No. Going for Shades of Macho Man. Legacy over Tony Sinclair. Hits the axe handle. Tony's gonna go for Legacy though. Hits that modified neck breaker. Sinclair's gonna possibly steal this. We might have a new champion right here. No! 2 counts.
Legacy's been kicking out left and right here tonight.
What a series of maneuvers. Uh-oh. Sinclair's going up top. He's got to be thinking 357.
Oh, Filthy trying to steal up in.
Oh, Tony gets there in time to knock him out. Tony's got to be pissed about that. He had him set. Oh! Huge spine buster.
And Tony's forced to roll out.
Filthy picking up Sinclair. Huge clothesline. Ducks his own. Going for the back body. Hits it. Could he be thinking spine buster? Big spine buster. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. It's just him and the champion. He might be able to get this thing.
Looking at that gut wrench.
Gut wrench. Suplex. Connects. Going for the pin. This might be it. No Sinclair. Oh, man. Just barely kicking out. Legacy
is trying to keep his legacy alive as hard as he can tonight. Sinclair looking to steal this match. Filthy with a quick kick out.
These guys have taken so much damage. What is it going to take to put one of them away? We've got to crown a champion here tonight. Oh, huge shot from Sinclair. Into the corner goes Filthy. Sinclair going up top, catching his head, going for that tornado DDT onto the top rope. Filthy takes it hard and goes outside, rolls outside. Phrasing myself. Oh, Tony misses the kick on Legacy. Legacy. Skull-crushing finale. Dragging Sinclair back. That might be it.
It could be it. Filthy is out of the ring, and Sinclair's in the middle. Filthy's getting up.
Whoa! Legacy leg lock. Legacy leg lock. He taps.
Filthy was there to break it up too, but could not get to the break fast enough.
Couldn't get there in time. We've got champion retains. Nick Legacy does what he said he was going to do.
I got to say, that was a hell of a match.
Hell of a match by all competitors. I can't believe Legacy survived that huge super kick.
Think of how many pin attempts he had to kick out of to take that home.
Yeah. What a match between these 3 competitors. All of them had good showings, like or hate any of them. But we have one champion, and that champion is Nick Legacy. He manages to hold on to his North American Championship in his first defense. And what a hell of a defense it was.
That is right. He walked in with the belt, and he's walking back out.
we're going to have to go into the Champions of Champions and see if he can maintain that grip. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Legacy still your North American champion. The legacy continues. Take us home, Blaze.
That is right, folks. What an amazing night of wrestling we've had. You know where to find us next Monday, same time, same place. OMG Wrestling.
You've been writing checks your mouth can't cash. You've been talking and walking a lot of shit back. You've been looking to validate all of your mistakes. But this is one step beyond what I can take. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's all the same to me. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's not hard to see. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's all the same to me. Ain't scared, ain't never been scared. It's not hard to see.